All right, today I have an interview. I haven't been on a legitimate interview in over 8 years. So hopefully I'm not overdressed for this interview. I'm not wearing a suit, but let me show you what I'm gonna wear, what I'm actually gonna put on right now. I'm actually at the location right now. I'm in the parking lot, and one thing, best advice is, especially like it's hot, it's 90 degrees today. If it was like 45 degrees and I was wearing a jacket, I would have just put this on. But since it's so hot outside right now and it's humid here in Philly, I decided to just keep this off, right? Just make sure that it stayed wrinkle free and sweat free until I'm able to get to my location. Now, I haven't been on a legitimate interview in over 8 years, a real interview. And the company I'm interviewing for right now, I can't tell you the company's name until I get hired. So hopefully if I do get hired, I get hired. If I don't, I don't. I mean, it's more money, but the only thing is it's just farther from my house. Like this job is about 45 minutes to an hour away from my house. And really I wanted to keep my distance at least like a half an hour from my house. An hour with traffic, 45 minutes with traffic. So let me show you what I look like. Hopefully nobody's watching me right now. Voila! But let me turn the air up. I'm sorry if you hear the air conditioning, but it is too hot not to have it on. It might interfere with the sound of this video, but it's way too hot. Oh no. Okay. I actually thought this button was broken right here. I didn't feel it at all. So let me see if I can remember how to tie a tie. And I hate wearing ties. I really hate wearing ties. I haven't worn this particular tie or this shirt in over a year. The last time I went on an interview was last year, 2018, around the same time, around August, and it was a group interview. And the group interview wasn't the same. Man, a group interview sucks. You go in there, and I was overdressed. You go in there for a group interview, and only thing she didn't ask us personal questions. She just gave this speech, right, about the job and told us to fill everything out. And I was like, man, I'm way overdressed. So hopefully I'm not overdressed for this position, for this job. Let me see if I remember how to tie a tie. And those of you watching right now, my tie might not be perfect. That's why I have the camera. Yes. Oh no. That's too short. Let me see how to tie this tie. And there are so many YouTube videos out there how to tie a tie. That's how I learned how to tie a tie, watching a YouTube video. And there are different ways how to tie a tie. There are different knots. Also, you can get. That's good. That looks really somewhat good. There are different knots to tying a tie too, but that looks okay. And the last time I wore this exact same shirt with this tie last year, around the same time I actually got the job. So most likely, hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll get the job. It's funny, you get dressed up for a job, but a lot of jobs you don't have to wear a tie, you don't have to wear this, you don't have to wear that. Just to make sure it's perfect all the way around. I don't think it's perfect on this side, but it's alright. And one thing they need that they want, 2 copies of your resume. They have a copy of my resume, but they still need 2 paper copies of your resume. And make sure you're hydrated. Make sure my hair is perfect. I'm a little nervous for this interview, but because I haven't been on an interview in a long time, and things change so much, man. Like before, a couple years ago, like things would change every 10 years, right? You know, you had the 60s, you had the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. Now things change so rapidly. They change within 5 to 6 or 7 years. So what I might wear now as a tie, and if I wore a suit, you don't have to wear a suit now, man. Man, the group interview, I was overdressed. Like I said, I was wearing a tie. I'm the only person in that room wearing a tie. I bet you if I go in this room, I might be the only person wearing the tie. Hopefully this is not a group interview. I just hope. And one thing you want to do, make sure you turn your phone off or put it on vibrate for an interview. A lot of people don't do that, and it's annoying sometimes. So I usually turn my phone off because the interviews last about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes tops, depending if I had to fill other people's work out. So, all right, I'm a little nervous. Hopefully I'm not overdressed or underdressed or anything. Yeah, it's not perfect, but wish me luck.
1 hour later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take this off. And that's it. Like always, overdressed, but it's good to be overdressed. And I got the job. I got the job. It's a very easy job. Somewhat easy job. But only thing that I'm gonna have to go through right now is my background check, and I have to take my drug test tomorrow. So once everything goes through, he said the background check, because since I lived here and I lived in Texas for about a year, depending how many times I move within 5 to 6, 7 years, it might take a week up to 3 weeks. Hopefully it doesn't take 3 weeks. Hopefully it should take 1 week. Excuse me, because I lived here for a year. I moved back here, lived in Texas for about over a year and a half. And before Texas, I was in Philly. But in Philly, like every couple years, I bounced around from different locations. So I'm happy. Now I have to see how long it's gonna take me to get home. Let me see how long it's gonna take me to get home. Oh, about 1 hour to get home. The funny thing is, I was way overdressed, man. Even the supervisor, he was wearing a polo shirt. Everybody in there was wearing, like, you know, something they wear on a regular day. It wasn't like gym casual, but it was like regular casual. And today's not even Friday, it's Monday. So I felt overdressed. It's better to be overdressed. It's better to look professional than anything else. So I'm gonna take this off and put it up and make sure it doesn't get stained and make sure it doesn't get wrinkled for the next job interview, whenever that happens. Oh, much better. Much better. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on the channel.